Hey Boo Crew, welcome to my channel, welcome to my podcast. My name is Matt Monster High and you're watching Tiny Bag's Big Opinions. If this is your first time here, this is a podcast where we talk about dolls and doll drama and anything that's doll related. I collect mostly Monster High and Bratz and we talk about all kinds of dolls though. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. I also want to invite you to go find me on all social media platforms at Matt Monster High or at Matt's Bratz. I'm going to start promoting my Bratz page as well because I kind of want to go back to posting a little bit more Bratz on my Bratz page, so let's go ahead and follow both of them to help me out. If you like Bratz, go follow at Matt's Bratz. If not, follow at Matt Monster High for Monster High content only. Today's going to be a very special episode because I'm bringing my first guest. The first guest on my podcast is going to be Val, but you probably know her as the Plastic Critic. We're going to get to know her a little bit more. She's one of my closest friends in the doll community and she kind of gave me that little push to create the podcast, so obviously I wanted to bring her. After our little conversation, I'm going to go ahead and answer to all your questions you left me on Instagram. So buckle up and let's get to it. And we have Val, the Plastic Critic, in the room. Hi, Val. Welcome to Tiny Bag's Big Opinions.
Hey! Yes, you guys are seeing Draculaura here.
Period.
It's
funny because Val dressed up like in Monster High attire for me, and I have my Barbie going on for her.
I had to go all out for Monster High.
Yes, and you look great.
And you know
Thank
what?
you so much for being here.
It's because I've been like wanting to be Draculaura for Halloween, but I never did it. Now's the time to pull out the Draculaura gear.
It really is. There you go. It's the proper place, and we are living for it.
No, for real, it really is.
Val, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of the podcast. I just want to let you guys know that she's the reason why, one of the reasons why the podcast exists. So thank you. And thank you for encouraging me. And as a friend, you're a great friend and you always like push me to keep going even when I want to give up. So props to you. Now, let us know who you are and how you started collecting. Like, let's learn who you are.
So my full name is Valeria, but most people call me Val. It's just short, easier to remember. But I started collecting back in 2023, and what inspired me to want to collect was the Little Mermaid live action had came out, and I was kind of a huge fan of Halle Bailey, and I found out she was getting dolls, and I really wanted her dolls. I thought they were so pretty, and it's been a while. Like, I used to love dolls as a little kid. I had so many. I just loved dolls. I always wanted a doll. I never was interested in any other toys. Like, it was always either Barbie or some other doll. So like, and then later I was introduced to Bratz. So I always had that love of dolls, but obviously I grew out of it, like, you know, because I'm a little older. I'm 35, but so grew up in the 90s, and so Bratz came a little bit later. So I obviously kind of grew out of dolls for a while, and then so once the Little Mermaid came out, then the Barbie movie came out, and I was just like, I'm just gonna buy one doll. Like, I just want one. Like, and it was like that for a while. I just bought one doll. I bought an Ariel Deluxe, and then after that, I was just like, you know what? The Barbie movie is coming out. It's like, I'm gonna get a Barbie. And then before I knew it, I have like all these plastic women everywhere. One and two turned into like a bunch. And then I was like, I want to do a YouTube channel. Like, I want to meet other collectors. Like, my goal was to have other collector friends because I kind of felt alone. Like, everybody thought it was kind of weird that I was collecting. They're like, girl. Like, girl. Why do you
Honestly,
want to
that's so relatable.
And I was like,
so
screw
relatable.
you. I'm going to go find people who don't think I'm weird.
And then you joined the community.
And then
like,
I joined the community.
These people are weird.
And then I was like, yeah, I'm right where I need to be. So yeah, and then it just turned into so many of them. And then it's also the fact that they go on sale a lot. So I was like really into it. And then I discovered Monster High during this journey too, because I knew what Monster High was, but I wasn't a fan of it until like I started collecting. And I came across G3, and actually I came across G3 Claudine first, and then I came across Draculaura. Laura and all the rest of them. And I just thought they were so cute. I was like, oh my God, these little dolls are so cute. But I had no idea that they were like the same Monster High that was like years ago that I never paid attention to. So,
Yeah.
so that's how I got into Monster High. I was just like, you know what? They're so cute. They're so different. Like, there's something really charming about them, And then, of course, the collectors and everything. And so that's just kind of how I just started collecting everything. And I was like, I kind of like all of these brands. So all of these doll lines. So, yeah, I started and then I got back into Bratz, which are back there. And yeah, that's how I started. And I'm been collecting for 3 years now, going on 4. So it's been fun.
That's amazing. And you know what's funny? Like, I feel like all of us, we all have the same-ish experience, which is like, I'm just going to buy one to like heal my inner child.
Yep.
And then you're like, maybe
before we know it, we have 100, 200.
Yes. And let me tell you something. That happens so fast. Like, it's literally like... I also started collecting like after Barbie the movie. That's when I started like buying all my dolls, and then look at me now, like 2 years later. So it's like you said, everything happens really fast, and
Yeah.
1 becomes 2 and 3 and 4 and so on.
And it's like, and I really do think the Barbie movie really helped bring new collectors into the hobby because I noticed an influx, like a big rise in collectors, like new collectors after the Barbie movie. Like I wasn't the only one. There were so many people jumping on the bandwagon. They were like buying Barbies, crying while they buy the Barbies. Like it was just like such an emotional thing, like, and so many people were like, oh my God. And that's how I got into collecting. And then I started, just looking at the newer Barbies, and I was just like, this isn't really what I remember as a kid. So I started buying vintage Barbies. I went on eBay and I found so many dolls of my childhood that were like not even that expensive, and I bought so many of them. And I was just like, then I really wanted to cry because I was like, oh my God, these are like my childhood. These are like my Barbies.
You're like, actually, I had this doll. Like,
yeah. There was so many that I got that I had, and also ones that I wanted, and my parents never got me. But I was pretty. Don't think nothing of it because I was pretty like spoiled as a kid. Like my mom made sure that I had all the Barbies, but there was still so many that I wanted, and I was just like, so I remember shopping on eBay and I was like, oh, I wanted that doll when I was a kid. I never got it. I'm getting it.
Yes.
So yeah, so that's kind of how I all got started, and I've just been collecting ever since, and it's made me so happy. So
No, I'm happy to hear that because I feel like us adult collectors, like we go through so much until we actually let go of the judgment that like my other people like see us or perceive us like, I don't know, because we are adults collecting dolls. But there is nothing wrong with that, and there are so many of us out there like that we don't even know. And I love that like even mainstream artists are like revealing themselves to be doll collectors, like Emma Roberts. I'm like, yes, queen.
I had no idea. I heard Johnny Depp too was a Barbie collector. Yeah,
really?
He's a Barbie collector. That's what I heard. I'm
Obsessed.
not. Yeah, which is crazy.
And he has many Ken dolls of himself, so it's like, what an honor.
Yeah,
like,
no,
wow.
Seriously. Like I would be. I mean, if I had a lot of money, I'd probably be spending it on dolls too.
Yeah.
While
100%.
everybody's buying Bentleys and Louis Vuitton bags, I'll be like, I'll see you at the toy store.
Honestly, they made the wrong people rich. Like, we should be rich. And
No, seriously.
I'd be happy with buying dolls.
I think I
because
would make
so-
my own dream house if I was rich. I'd have my own dream house.
Yeah. Like a whole house just for your dolls, like a
Yep.
doll house for
Me
dolls.
and my dolls. It would be a literal dollhouse. I think if I had a house, it would be a literal dollhouse.
Imagine like a literal house that looks like a dollhouse, and it's actually like every room is like a different doll room, like a Monster High room, a Bratz room, a Barbie room, and all themed.
Yes. Oh my God, that would
We're
be
onto
amazing.
something.
We are.
Just so y'all know, Val and I are opening in our Airbnb very soon.
It's all going to be different room themes for whatever doll collector you are.
Exactly.
We're going to have different
That's a
themes.
business right there.
No, seriously. I mean, if Disney can do it,
So can
Disney
we.
has different rooms with different princess themes.
Exactly. We can do rooms with like different doll brands.
And you know what?
Speaking
I think
of doll
I
brands-
think they did do like a Barbie, like hotel or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember where, but like,
they
yeah, they
had a
did have
Polly
it.
Pocket too.
And it was so cute. It was so cute. Especially
The
when the
Polly
movie
Pocket
came out,
one
they had
was
so
here.
many like Barbie crap. But yeah, I saw so many things that were
Yeah.
cool.
No, 100%. I feel like I didn't go to it, but the Polly Pocket one of the Airbnbs, whatever, that was like all Polly Pocket themed, was in Massachusetts, so it wasn't that far away from me. But I didn't go to it. You know, what am I gonna do? Like take a picture in front of it? Because I'm not paying to stay there just for the sake of it. But speaking of doll brands, Val, I want to bring up a topic. Companies:
Oh
MGA,
God,
Mattel,
the enemy.
Hasbro.
Hasbro.
With those fugly dolls, like I can't, I cannot.
Those Disney dolls that they did. Oh my God.
Isn't the new
Well, they're
Winx
supposed to
Hasbro?
be
No, it's a different brand,
Hasbro's
but
supposed to be doing K-pop Demon Hunters as well. So hopefully they don't screw it up. I'm hoping Mattel doesn't screw it up either. I mean, obviously, I don't want them to cheapen out, like they did. They kind of did it with the Wicked dolls. I don't hate the Wicked dolls, right? But I feel like there's so much details that needed to be done and wasn't really done, especially with the playline. Like the collector ones are okay, but like the playline ones, I feel like they could have just been a little more effort into them, So I'm hoping they don't do
yeah.
that with K-pop Demon Hunters, but who knows? I want to give Hasbro a chance, like even though they have a a past of making ugly dolls, but I'm like, hopefully
Shit.
they do some justice to K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm hoping, like hopefully they kind of learn from the past and design some better dolls. Um, but yeah, all these companies. I think the main ones I deal with is obviously Mattel because I do collect mainly. The main thing I collect is Barbie, Monster High, and Bratz. With MGA, I really only have to deal with Bratz with them. Everything else I don't really collect. I occasionally I'll buy LOL surprise little those little tots because they're so cute.
Hmm.
I think I have maybe one LOL doll, but I don't actively collect anything else from MGA other than Bratz. So yeah, so I think a lot of companies have kind of noticed the rise in doll collectors, like adult doll collectors,
Oh yeah.
and they're definitely watching us. Like I feel it, I know it. They definitely have been catering to both kids and adults, I think, or at least trying to, right? Like they've been just releasing nonstop, but they release for like everybody, So
Yeah, and like one of the things too is that I know for a fact that like Generation 3 Monster High doll, for example, like it's targeted towards kids, but there's also they can also do high quality, like sometimes they do for some like lines, like this the Scary Sweet birthday, like the Draculaura birthday one, like you can tell that the dresses are like really nice quality and like nicely like sewed on, and like the details, or even like the core dolls, they're usually like pretty good in quality. When do we start getting freaking like a polypropylene hair, like things like that? I don't That's one thing that doesn't sit right with me. you know they own a
no.
freaking saran factory for
Bought
god's
it. They
sake.
bought Saran when they were fighting with Bratz. They had to beat the
Yeah.
Saran.
Yeah.
It's so funny that you mentioned the quality going down. Like, I I have to agree, and it's mainly because it's what they charge for these dolls. Like these dolls are like anywhere from $25 to $35 a lot of the times, and I feel like for that budget, like we should be getting better quality. Like there shouldn't be no polypropylene hair unless it's like. Okay, maybe the buried secrets or whatever. Like, I think those are like $14. Like, fine.
Yeah.
But when you're charging like premium prices, like I know that there's like a thing with stores that they don't want like toys going above like 30, 35, because then it kind of becomes like a little
They're not
bit
gonna
more.
sell.
Yeah, they're not going to sell, or parents are just going to wait till they go on clearance. So like especially with dolls, because dolls is like one of those things that you either love them or you don't. There's kind of no in between. I don't see any kid who like, either a kid is into them or a kid is just not into them.
Yep.
So why are we like spending all this money for like a doll that doesn't even have like good quality? Whereas in the past, like Mattel, a company like Mattel, like back when I was growing up, there was no such thing as like a bad quality doll. They always gave us nice fabrics. Um, different embroidery, like layers. They always gave us beautiful, like Kanekalon hair, nice makeup. The screenings were always really nice. There was like, I don't remember dolls being wonky. Like, I don't remember that
No,
being a thing with, especially
no.
not early Barbie. Like, none of my Barbies were wonky. Like, so it was just like the quality was so much better. And I just think now to just throw stuff in together and charge $35 and then give us like polypropylene hair or like
I can't. I
printed
can't.
on clothes. Like it's just like, come on. Like,
Oh,
and I
when they
understand.
print
Like,
on the
yes,
stitching,
that's
or
so
like
annoying,
the,
right?
the it's like that's supposed to be a stitch, not a design. Like,
Exactly, exactly. And I know what people are thinking. Like, I know people are like, well, technically they're for kids, right? Like, what do kids care? Kids ruin things, blah, blah, blah. And like, I understand that, but like, when I grew up, when we were kids too, and like, we still got like good
yeah.
quality dolls.
That's why that's not an excuse
Yeah,
because
it's
like
not an
since the beginning of
excuse.
times
Kids deserve
we
good
had
things too.
quality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kids
exactly.
deserve good things too. Like, yeah. I
Yeah.
guess it wouldn't be a problem if they didn't charge so much for it. I think I just have an issue when they charge certain prices and it's like the quality is just like, like, like,
Same thing with collectors,
yeah.
like prices going up and like the quality is
It's
not
not,
there.
yeah.
Like,
And especially Skelectors because Skelectors are supposed to be for adults. Like Skelectors are
yeah,
geared towards
collectors
adults.
are adults.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
like, and we're spending a lot of money. So I don't understand why we're getting plastic accessories. That's one thing that annoys me about Skelectors is the plastic
Ugh.
accessories. I don't like it. It feels so playline. It feels so playline and I hate it. I hate it
Yes.
so much because I'm just like, yes, I love this doll, but this like plastic accessory is making me feel like I only paid $30 for her when I paid like
Yeah.
70. So
Yeah, there's no reason like I'm all in for the chains and the stuff, but like just give us chains. Bratz does that all the time, and
hmm
that's another thing too. Like one thing that doesn't excuse that for me for Mattel is that Bratz is doing that constantly. Like their outfits are so detailed. I finally opened my Mean Girls Wave 2 and like the details, the pockets, the little buttons and the
give you
little
so
like
much
Katie
more.
with
Yeah.
the yeah, Katie with the leather jacket and the metal and the like North Shore logo on the shirt. Like it's so detailed.
So
It's so
detailed, yeah,
perfect.
and everything is like, I like that Bratz like even with their budget dolls because I think the Scorchin dolls are only like $15-$20. They're supposed to be budget dolls, but they have nylon hair, they have nice layered fabric, they
Yeah.
have nice quality boots.
Leatherette,
Like, I
pleather,
think the
whatever.
only issue with MGA that I have is just like the wonkiness. Like they can sometimes like not all their dolls like it's either like you have a lip chip or like a little bit of wonkiness,
Yeah.
which I guess is expected when you're like producing so many dolls. But that's really the only issue I have with Bratz because Bratz gives us quality as far as like what we're paying for. Like you could pay $10 for a Bratz doll nowadays because I think now they're going on sale. The Scorching dolls have been like 10, $11. And like
Yeah.
you could buy that for a child and they would love it, because
Exactly.
there's so much detail for just a budget doll. And
Yeah.
even the lack of articulation doesn't bother me because the doll is so good otherwise. You
And
know what
that's
I
what
mean?
Bratz was in the beginning. Like they weren't articulated, so
No.
like that's not an issue for me when it comes to like, if you set the expectations, those are the expectations for me.
hmm
So Brad, since the beginning of times, they were like the little like doll
hmm
like with no articulation, but like very high quality fashion and hair and face and mug. And like they're still giving that. I just bought the scorching well, my husband got it for me for my birthday, but I got like Yasmin and Chloe. And like the quality is better than a collector doll that cost $70. They
No,
were
it is.
12.
They have
They were
great hair.
$12.
Yeah, Bratz gives you more for your money, just like when the Clueless collaboration hit. Like they gave us so much
Compared
more.
to
Like
the
it was,
Barbie.
they were literally only $10 more than what the Barbie was, and we got second outfits, we got accessories, we got certificate of authenticity, which was very, very well done. Like they did the little VHS tape. It was so creative. The packaging was nice. The dolls looked really good. Like of course, like they devoured Mattel with that
Yeah.
collaboration. They devoured them. And they did such a good job. I was so proud of them. I think they did amazing. And like I said, they were only like what, $70, you know,
Yeah.
and compared to what Mattel was
No, not
charging
even.
60
Weren't
for
they like
theirs.
65 or something?
Something
No, they
like
were
that. They were
70.
like
They were
around, yeah,
70.
they were 70. I think they
No,
were
they were
60.
70.
Last year they were 60, like the Mean Girls was like $60. But
Oh
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
because of
yeah.
tariffs and stuff, they like raised it $10 more. But it felt like what you were paying for. You know what I mean? Like there's just like
It
they
could have been
put more
more.
effort.
Like
Yeah, you
that's what
could
it
tell
feels
that they
like. It.
put more effort rather than Mattel. Like Mattel puts effort when they feel like putting effort.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Val. And like I've told you that in private before, and I'll expose myself here. Oh my god, let me exposing. Like, let me expose myself. But sometimes I feel like ditching Monster High because of the quality and just sticking to my Bratz collection and being happy with my Bratz because I feel like they're not. Oh my god, I don't want to say something that doesn't apply, but they're like they're scamming me. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
Like
feel
I don't feel like
you. I
MJ's
feel
is like
you.
scamming me. I'm getting what I paid for. Mattel is kind of scamming us.
And you know, I feel like the reason why we feel this way is because especially older millennials, we grew up on Mattel's golden years, like when Mattel used to really devour, when they had people who cared, when they had good designers, like they were a company that was really unstoppable. And like yes, they weren't always ethical. They did nobody could touch Barbie with them. Like they would threaten any other company that came there across their way. They were very
We saw
vile.
that with
Yes,
MGA
they were
when
very
Bratz came
vile.
out.
They were very vile. They were very what they did to Bratz obviously like was just extreme.
Unforgivable. Yeah.
Unforgivable, extreme. It was just to a point where it's like they didn't want anybody coming in competition with Barbie. Like
They were
yeah,
harassing
they were
MJ.
harassing. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
of course, of course. I'm pretty sure there was a lot that went down behind the scenes that even we don't know. So
Yeah.
they definitely wanted to get rid of Bratz. They wanted to get rid of anything that
They give off
remotely,
bully
yeah,
energy.
they were, and you know what? But they also were a great company at that time. You know, they also were what they said they were. You know, they talked the talk and
Yeah.
they walked the walk. Like, you know, it wasn't like
Yes.
now where they don't just, you could just tell that they just don't care. You know, everything is just to
It's
please
so painful.
shareholders. Everything is just like, just to license. I know that now they're just licensing Barbie out to anybody and everybody, which is crazy. So, whereas before, I think that's why we're so passionate about quality because we grew up on good quality. Like, we know what good quality
Yeah.
is. Like, it wasn't to be played with. We got collector quality at Playline prices. So,
Yeah.
it
And
was,
if MJ can keep it up like they have, so can Mattel. Why are they choosing not to? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it like starts getting iffy because it's like, how many people are you exploiting to like charge those prices with
I
less
think,
quality
you know
there?
what I think it is? I think Mattel thinks that they don't have to try anymore. I think Mattel thinks that they, you know, we already left this legacy. Like, it's also the fact that they don't have the same people running, right? Like, the people that used to run Barbie back in the day are not the same people that are running Barbie now. Like, it's totally different night and day. The people, I feel like the people who, it breaks my heart as someone who, like, grew up with the best of Barbie. I feel like they just don't care now. Like they don't care,
Yeah.
and they just consistently reference older Barbies. They'll do reproduct, which is fine. I don't mind reproductions. I'm happy with reproductions or like reimagined dolls of the past. You know, like it's totally fine. But you could tell that they just no longer care to make anything new. You know,
No, even
everything
with
is
the
just
creams and
mass produced.
peaches
Yeah,
though,
it just
the quality wasn't there.
it wasn't like so many, it's not like how it used to be, you know, and it's just sad to see them just not care like that. And they're starting kind of to do the same thing with Monster High a little bit, you
Oh
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
they're going that cheap route, and it's so annoying. And like I said, I understand that these are for kids and stuff like that, but it's like, why not keep the best quality? You have your competitors, MGA, just completely dragging you through filth, you know, coming out with these
Yeah.
amazing, like, I don't know, you've seen the pop star ones that just came out, like the charm ones. I
Oh my
already
god,
pre-ordered all
yes.
of them. Like,
Period. I
because
pre-ordered
they
Chloe,
look
the pop
good.
star Chloe. Like she
Yeah,
looks like
and
Avril Lavigne, or
dude,
like
and then
she's
like
like
you get a little bracelet. You get a, and each of them have
yes.
charms. Like
Isn't that
that's
so
what I mean.
nostalgic
It's so
though?
like that's what
Just
I
like the
mean. Like
Bratz used to come with that.
creativeness. Like give us something. Like Mattel's just like here. whatever.
Take whatever you get.
Like, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Take this Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, we gotta talk about Edward Scissorhands.
Girl, I passed. You got her. You got her. You traitor.
Not you putting me out.
I can't believe you. And like,
okay,
so,
in my defense, I just love the franchise so much. I love Edward Scissorhands. I did get her because I thought she looked nice in the photos, but she's so uncanny in person. Like, she's actually over there. I haven't opened her because I don't know what to say. I'm like, should I do an unboxing?
You're like, she's prettier in person. Well, this one,
I don't know what happened. Like, I literally, when I opened the box, I got scared. I was like, uh-oh. And you know what's funny?
Why is she staring at me?
No, you know what's even funnier? That like I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I regretted buying a doll. Like all the dolls that I buy, I love. Like because that's why I bought them because I like them. This was the first time that I was just like, okay, I need to rethink my decisions in life because. Because
I work way too hard for my money.
She's so bad, and you know what? I just hate. I feel bad saying it. I don't want to hurt the doll's feelings.
She's listening.
But that just was not it. I was like, yeah, I should have listened to people because everybody hated her. And I was like, I was over here trying to be optimistic. I was like, you guys are such haters. I'm like, she doesn't look that bad. And then I got her and I was like, oh. I was like, I was like, yikes.
No, I get it. I'll respect you because you like the movie.
Yeah, I love the movie. And you know what? I figured I'm going to have some place to put her. She'll be like my little uncanny doll, like my little weird, just ugly doll. I'm like, everybody needs that one weird ass, ugly ass doll in their collection. So that's going to be mine.
Period.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that, Val. Nothing. We love you for that. But also, that's another thing too. It's like they're dropping so much that like some of the designs are just messy. They're not it.
And oh my god, that was one of the things I wanted to talk about is the consistent releases have been just insane. Like I said earlier, like I feel like they know that doll collectors are on the rise. Like there's more and more doll collectors coming in, and I think they know that, and they're just releasing. Because I've never seen Mattel release this much. Like not like they did this year. Like literally, there was like what there was like a Skeletor every fucking week, I think, or like
didn't they say like it was going to be the Skeletor year or whatever? And yes, it was
insane. So many, like they literally did so many, and like I was just like, they need to chill because they're still doing it. Like it's like they'll do one major release. And then like 2 days later, all of a sudden another major release. And it's like, how are we supposed to save up? Like, how are we supposed to like, I'm like, do they think that we're rich? Or like, can you guys give us time like to save our money?
No, for real though.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I had to miss out on the Xenomorphs collector because it was like the same week as La Llorona, and I obviously wanted La Llorona more. So it was two big releases the same exact week. I'm like, why would they do this to me?
I know.
So I had to pass on one, and I didn't want to. I wanted both of them. But I was like, because not all of us have the budgets. Like, collecting is a luxury, right? Like it's at the end of the day, it's 100%. Not everybody can afford to like buy $60 dolls, $70 dolls, $100 dolls. And Mattel's just dropping them like it's nothing.
And especially not every month.
Yeah, and especially not every month. And that shit adds up. Like if they're releasing 3 Skelectors and they're $70 each the same month, like come on, that adds up. You really think people like most people have a budget of $50 to $100 to spend on their hobbies, like a month. And you're releasing all these damn dolls without warning.
And that's why the problem too is that's why in my opinion all the scalpers are like buying these dolls because they're the ones who have the money because it's essentially they're making more money by buying these dolls. Then we end up if we pass on it and they sell out, and again it's just the FOMO, it's a whole different topic, but it kind of forces us to buy dolls sometimes that, and again, like y'all are gonna be like, no one is forcing you, no, but like the system kind of is set up to make you feel that way. So don't even come with that talk because that's what the system is. And like you end up buying a doll because, well, I'm saving money because she's gonna be way more expensive later because of scalpers.
And it's sad. Like, I don't want to feel so rushed to buy it all. You know what I mean? Like, there's times where I just miss out. Like I said, I just missed out on the Xenomorph. I'm like, oh well, it is what it is. Like, I guess I won't get her because I'm not paying $300 for her. I'm sorry, no. She's a
No.
beautiful doll, but I'm never gonna spend that amount of money. Like, I rather
No,
take
she's an
that.
action figure.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, but no, like not
Yeah.
$300 gorgeous. Like, I'm so sorry, but
No.
I mean, no offense to anybody who wants to do that, but like me personally, I just can't. Like, if I miss out, I miss out. It is what it is. I'll just have to get over it. There'll be other releases, you know. But yeah, I just feel like it's just getting to a point where it's just like it's way too many releases. It's way too many dolls. Not everybody
Yeah.
has the money to be like spending, and then they're releasing Playline on top of that too. And like a lot of us like to collect
Oh, and a
Playline too.
ton.
Like, and it's a ton.
A plenty. A plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like Mattel specifically has been just really. I mean, MGA kind of has too, but it not to the level Mattel. Like
No, but
Mattel
I
has
feel
been
like
out of
MGA
control.
takes a break. MGA
Yes.
does take a break.
And they let you know ahead of time what they're gonna be releasing. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like there's no surprise with them. Like they kind of tell you what they're gonna be releasing when it's gonna be released. Like I feel like with MGA we have just a little bit more time, whereas Mattel is just like boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 like release after
And
release
again,
after release
Val,
after release.
we also no girl, we also have to think about the fact that like most of the Bratz lines have like 3 or 4 characters versus Mattel's releasing like a ton of characters
Yep.
at once too for like Monster High, like 6 or 7. Like of course some of these lines are like 4, but like most of them are like a bunch of characters on top of collectors versus Bratz is like here's 4 dolls and then couple months later here's another 4 dolls and like they're giving quality and they're giving budget. Like the price is on a budget, but
Yeah.
the quality is there. You're getting what you pay for.
And I think that's another reason why Mattel's quality has gone down is they're just releasing so much that it's
Too
just
much.
it kind of stretches out the budget, I think, a little too much. And I understand that like each line has their own budget, but like I feel like that's part of the problem too. I feel like if they would release less, they can give us more quality, therefore the doll selling out more. Not that they're
Yeah.
doing I mean, their dolls do sell. I'm not saying that they're doing like I'm obviously like they're not they're not suffering money wise, right? They're not a company that's suffering. But I feel like they could be doing things just more strategically, especially when it comes to adult collectors, because we're picky. Like we're picky, we're complainers.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like we're just a bunch of big old kids is what we are. So like
No,
it could be,
girl, we
I'll be
work.
honest, it could be hard to please us sometimes, you know, like but I feel like if they did like fewer releases and gave us more quality, I think
Yeah.
that would be amazing. Amazing.
Even if they were like giving us, I was gonna say like, and like this can come off as like out of context, but even if they want to increase the price a little bit and do less drops with like amazing quality, I'll pay for it. Like I'm talking about like $100 dolls instead of $70 dolls, but give us the quality that we want and just take it slow.
That's my thing. If you're gonna charge that much money, like they better be worth that. Like, cause why
Yeah.
are we paying? Like, who's coming up with these prices? Because that's another thing about Mattel. Their prices.
Not a doll
Someone has
collector.
to talk to them about that. Like, someone has to have like a executive meeting about who the hell is pricing these damn dolls. Like, because their
100%.
prices are insane, insane. 110 for a collector. Like, it's just like it keeps going up, and I'm not seeing the quality. Like, why am I still seeing plastic
Yeah.
accessories on an $115 doll? Like,
And they've
why?
done chains and stuff
Why?
before. Like, why don't keep that consistency?
Yeah, like-
just a couple examples. Like, I have, so like Claudine, Hunt Couture, her bag is like she has chains. Rochelle Fangvode, her bag has chains, like real chains. They've done it in the past. Like, they
They
can,
have, and they can.
do
They're
it.
capable of it. They're capable of it. They're very capable of it. Like the doll that just came out, the Barbie, the Day to Night Barbie that was inspired by Day to Night. That one Barbie, like she's got like 3 outfits that you can change it. That the outfit can like revolve into like 3 different outfits. And I thought that was so cool. And I was just like, see, I'm like, they can do it. They choose not to. I'm like, because why
Yeah.
isn't every doll with a second outfit nowadays? Like, you're charging these prices. Like, why can't we have a second outfit? Like Frankie X Barbie, like she had her second dress. Like, I'm like, why can't they make this a regular thing? I'm like, you charge us the
And
same
guess what-
exact price as the rest of the collectors, but you gave us a little bit more. Like, why can't every doll
So
be that way?
That's what I don't get, because when you think about like the Xenomorph, right? Great doll, but that was $90, right?
She was
Why? How
expensive.
is that one $90? She's wearing a bodysuit versus Frankie that has two different outfits. Well, she also has a bodysuit, but she also has a dress, and she's $70. Like,
Their
how?
pricing is just weird, right? It just makes no sense. I heard that with the xenomorph, it may have been due to the new body mold, I think. I think maybe that's why she was more expensive because she had a different body mold and they had to like do different things with her or something like that. But like, but still, like I get what you mean too because it's just like, why are who's pricing these things? Like, 'cause
Literally,
it's crazy. It's crazy. I
yeah.
think they think, hey, we're Mattel. These people are gonna buy it anyways. Let's just charge whatever and see what
I
happens.
think it's just a basic like taking us for granted.
Yep.
Like they're like, these people are gonna be here anyways. We can treat them whatever we want. We can charge whatever we want. Let's see. Let's. Oh my gosh. Let's charge like $90 for this doll. Let's see if this is gonna sell out. She did. So,
We did. And there's
but
times where
again,
it does sell out. There's times where it does sell out, and we're just like, oh, okay. I
yeah.
guess I better wait next time, like, and then they do the restock, and that's another thing. Like, they'll do the restock so soon. They'll be like, restock tomorrow, pre-order 3 months from now. It's like, what the fuck?
And like they're posting like West Coast time, which is like I'm like near New York and Boston, so like I'm on a different time zone. Like there is no like
Especially
how am I
when
gonna
they
keep
do,
up?
no, especially when they do the nighttime release. When they do the 9 a.m.,
Yeah,
9 p.m. PT, I'm like, are you kidding me? That's like damn near midnight my time.
exactly.
Like I'm like, who's gonna stay up that late?
One time they had 3 a.m. for New York, which is my time, and I was like, 3 a.m. Are you out of your mind? I think it was for the real drama and for the Emily Corpse Bride. I'm like, 3 freaking a.m. Like, are you insane?
They are
No.
insane. They want to drive us insane too.
I work at 9 to 5. Hello, like I need to get my sleep. I need to get my 8 hours.
You're like, we have a life, Mattel.
Exactly.
No, they're
So
crazy. They're crazy. They do whatever they want. Like they
at
just
that point, I don't know about you, but usually I just take my sleep. I'm like, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm gonna when I get up, if the
no,
doll's still available,
They
I'll
did that
order
with
her.
they did that with Emily Corpse Bride. And she sold out pretty fast on their website, but they did that. Like she released late. And then I only was able to get her because like I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night and then I remembered and I was like, let me just check Amazon.
That's
And sure enough,
hilarious.
there she was. And I was like, oh, add to cart. I was like, because Mattel wants to play games.
Your body clock was like, girl, it's time to get up and buy that
Right,
doll.
and buy the doll. So I'm happy that I got her because I was like, I fell asleep. I was like, who the hell's gonna wait till like 11 to buy a fucking
Yeah,
doll?
no. I got up that morning. She was still available on Amazon. I got her from Amazon, and I
Yeah.
didn't even want her. Like, I'm like, she was one of the ones that I'm like, well, Queen, you're pretty there, but like, I didn't even want you. Which, can I bring a topic up?
Yeah.
Which is my goal for next year. And I want to throw this out there to everyone that's watching Val and me and hold me accountable. And Val's like,
Mark
don't worry,
his
I
words.
will. She always holds me accountable. So that's another thing. My goal, because somebody asked me, and my goal for 2026 is to only buy the dolls that I want. And not the dolls that everyone's telling me that I should review or do an unboxing video. Are you getting that doll? Like, are you going to do a review? No, because I'm not buying her. So, period.
And
I
you've
will be
already
doing
you've
that.
already been doing that because you skipped out on Edward. But
Exactly, and
to
it
be
feels so
fair, that
good.
one was kind of easy to skip out.
Well, we gotta start somewhere, okay? We gotta start somewhere. That was
That one was very easy.
that one was easy, but it was a sign from the universe. Like, okay, let me give you an easy one to just so you can feel the. And I feel great about it. I feel great about it. So, after that, I was like, you know what? I think if I take that and apply that to other releases, if I don't feel like that release is gonna be like, if I don't need it, I can pass it. So I don't know how you feel about that. If you're someone that just like plays it by ear, or if that's something that you're like try to hold yourself back sometimes, or
I I do struggle with holding back because a lot of the times they are dolls that I want. Like, I don't know if you remember the MoMA Van Gogh doll that came out like in
Oh,
November. She's so
gorgeous. Did you get her?
I did not. The price point was part of the reason why I didn't do it. And also there was just way too many releases. We had just come out of October, and October was like one of the craziest months for doll releases.
October.
Like, oh my God, there was a release every day, it felt like. Like every single day, it felt like there was a doll coming out. So like
Yeah.
I just like took a break, and like I still haven't gotten her. She's still in stock. I look at her and I'm just like, huh, I'm like, let me stop. Like I like let me get
You're
off
like,
this
I'll
site.
be home for Quizmoys.
My Quizmo's present.
Your Quizmoys present.
But no, I have not gotten her. So yeah, there is times where I do feel compelled to like buy every release, but I have to think about it. I'm like, okay, how much is this adding up? Because like this is a lot that I could actually be saving or using for something else that I like, you know, because dolls are not my only thing that I like. I like a lot of other things too. I'm like, and I'm not even able to buy other things or do other things because like I want to spend it all on dolls. But so I do have to hold back, and I'm just like, okay, I don't need that. Like, especially with Playline, like Monster High had so many Playline dolls come out this year, and I rarely bought any of them. Like, I think the only Playline dolls that I got was the Real Drama, the Creep Productions, and Nephra, and like two of the and two of the Sculptman Secrets. That's literally it. I have not gotten like a bunch of Playline Monster High dolls this year at all. Like, I normally
You and I swapped. Like the thing you're doing to Monster High is what I'm doing to Bratz. So I brought all the Bratz collectors this year, besides a couple. But I haven't been buying really the play line.
With Bratz, I've been buying literally everything.
Yeah. That was me with Monster High. That was me with Monster High, like buying literally
Yeah,
everything.
I think where I lacked with Monster High, I did with Bratz. But yeah, so like there is times where I just have to pick and choose. I'm like, if I'm gonna do Playline, I think I'll just stick with Bratz Playline because it's my favorite Playline right now. Barbie hasn't been giving us anything, so I barely get their Playline stuff. I'd rather just do collector dolls when it comes to Barbie, and it has to be the ones that I really like. Because again, they charge a lot of money, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be paying this if I don't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the Edward Scissorhands was the first that I was just like, okay, I probably should have saved my money, but like
Lesson learned. But
yeah,
again, you can still justify it because you like the movie.
for sure, and that's another thing too that like I just really love the movie and I love Edward Scissorhands, so. Yeah, but yeah, I do struggle with that too. I think we all struggle with that, and it's just one of those things that's like you just have to make a decision, you know, like you're not going to be able to afford every doll that comes out. Like
You got to
that's
pick your
insane.
battles
That's
sometimes.
insane. And where are you
Yeah.
going to put them? Like space is another issue. Like
Oh my
where are you
God,
going to
yeah.
put them all? Like, you know,
The
so
collection grows, but the space stays the same. Like,
no, seriously, like with me, I'm running out of space. I'm like, okay, I need to like chill with these dolls. So I think next year my goal is to not buy as much, especially when it comes to Playline, because Playline can just go on sale a lot of the times.
and it will.
And it
Yeah.
will, especially Monster High. So I'm like, I don't need to rush to buy these. And also, like, I don't need to rush to, like, buy a doll that I'm not that excited about, anyways. So,
Yes.
yeah, I think next year my goal for that is just to, like, do more of that. Just spend my money elsewhere or save it, you know, like, do other things that I like to do, you know, rather than just, like, okay, I gotta buy this doll. Because it's starting
Yeah.
to feel like, you know what it's starting to feel like? It's starting to feel like a bill or a chore.
Oh, 100%.
And I don't want
like
my
you
hobby
have
to be
like,
that.
oh, I have to buy this doll. Yeah, I know exactly what you
Like,
mean.
oh, I gotta
Yeah.
save up for this. Like, here we go. I gotta cough up $100 for this doll that's coming out. Like,
Becomes a
no.
chore.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
kind of how it felt with the Van Gogh doll too. Like, as much as I like her, I'm just like, oh, I gotta pay $160 for her. Like, I'm not ready for that. I haven't even done it.
And like,
obviously, I
and,
don't want to.
and at the end of the day, you're like, I don't gotta do nothing. I don't gotta
like
buy this doll.
exactly.
Right.
I'm like, but Sal, leave my wallet alone. Thank you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, yup.
So I feel like it does tie into that, like only buying the dolls that you actually am like, oh my God, I really like that doll. Like I really want her. Then you get her. Yeah.
Then you get her. Yeah. And I don't. It's hard when you actually do like all the stuff that's coming out.
Yes.
And then it's just like $5 the same month, and you're like, damn it, I like all of them. Then you
You're
have
like,
to
I'm
make
so
a
easy to
decision.
please.
You know,
Yeah.
like yeah, like the example of La Llorona and Xenomorph, I just had to make my decision which one did I want more. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah,
And
it
some
is
of
what it
them come
is.
back because I that's what I did too. Last year I got all the Mean Girls in shoes besides Regina, because I couldn't get a duplicate of her. But it was so much money that I was like, I can't buy the Sanderson sisters 3 packs collector dolls that I kind of wanted, and then they restocked them, so I ended up getting them. So I was like,
See, it works out. Sometimes they come back in stock, and like the Grady twins, like nobody was expecting them to ever bring back past
ever.
collectors. Like I remember reading a blog, and this person was like, "Oh, they'll never bring back collectors. That's the whole point. Like they're never gonna bring them back." Blah blah blah. And it's just like, well, Mattel loves money,
Yeah.
so if bringing them back, and they watch the scalpers
People
too.
underestimate Mattel. People
Yeah.
underestimate
Yeah, they
Mattel.
love money. That's the whole reason why we got Creep Productions in the first place is because they love money. Like,
Yes,
that's the
because
whole reason.
it is. And like I see some people complaining like, well, but like the prices, like the pre-production prices are playline prices.
Yeah, they're like $25. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they sell out so fast.
But at the very least, I do feel like they're good quality, like I
They
mean, I don't
are.
have any older Monster High, like I don't have any like original Monster High dolls from like the 2010s, but like I love my Creep Productions and I love my Real
Yeah,
Drama. Like they're also amazing, and I love the Saran hair. Like at the very least, we get somewhat quality for that,
we
for
do.
$25. I don't think it's that bad.
And like Monster High, like Generation 1, 2, like most of them have really detailed outfits. Which is something that like people complain about Generation 3, which I understand. But some of the dolls are just the same. They have like tube dresses with like a printed on, like, so it's like y'all have double standards sometimes. Like I'm like, y'all have to calm
I
down
feel
because
like
like some of these Generation 1 dolls are
no,
really
yes,
basic.
I know, I understand. Like, so I feel like Generation 3 gets a lot of hate. Like,
For
for
nothing, for
nothing, yeah,
existing.
for existing and being cute. Like, I mean, I think, okay, in my defense, I think that's why I really love Generation 3, because look at how cutesy they are. Like, they're so
Yeah,
cute.
and look how detailed
And
her
yeah,
outfit
and look at her
is.
little outfit and her little ring. She's got her little ring here. She comes with accessories, and like they are cutesy. So I understand if you miss the goth vibe of the first wave. Like I could
Hmm.
understand that. Like I feel like those are valid complaints, like, oh, I miss when they used to be more like gothic or more like, alternative. Because I do feel like Monster High was the only, for a while, one of the only doll lines to really cater to an alternative audience, like those girls that
Yeah,
weren't girly girls, girls that liked rock music or liked a little bit of darker
more
themes, more
edgy.
edgy,
Yeah.
exactly. But Bratz quite wasn't it. So I feel like Monster High really catered to people who really felt like excluded for a while. They weren't Barbie girls, they weren't Bratz girls, like they were into something more
Yeah.
darker or more like
And at the
alternative,
same
and that's
time,
fine.
I that's another topic too. But like Monster High Generation 1, not all of the characters are like emo or
No, they're
goth
not.
or
They're
alternative.
not. They're
Like,
not.
and people act like they're all like that. And no, like you look at
No.
Laguna, she's not. You look at Cleo, she's
Even
not.
Draculaura, I don't really
Like
see her as
Dracula is a
the
very
girliest
soft
girly.
goth. Like, yeah, and she's like a soft goth. Like
Yeah.
she's still goth, but she's like soft, and it's
Soft,
like
yeah.
so.
Then you
It's
had like
really like every
Frankie,
character,
Cleo. Like Cleo definitely was more of a girly girl.
girly girl. Exactly. She's not goth. She's like very girly, like glamour, like vibes. And like Frankie is definitely like scene. She's not even
Yeah.
emo. She's like like the scene
Yeah.
style. Like there was like she gives off like scene.
She does.
So yeah. So I feel like people also like don't give Generation 3 its flowers when it comes to that because it
Yeah.
does its thing here and there as well.
Yeah.
It's less than Generation 1, but it does.
Yeah, and it's just different. And I also feel like it was made for a different kind of audience, not people
Yeah.
who wanted more Monster High nostalgia. It's just made for a different audience. And it's
A new
yeah, a new
audience.
audience.
Yeah.
And you know, I like that they did that risk because even though they got a lot of backlash, like it's so successful now. Like so many
Oh,
people love G3.
100%.
Like I'm a G3 stan. Like I love G3.
Yeah.
It's what got me into Monster High, so I have to love it.
G3's been out for like 5 years now, or a little over 5 years. It already outlived Generation 2.
Oh yeah, I heard
Like,
Generation 2 is the worst one. I wouldn't know. I don't have any Generation
we
2.
don't talk about. I just have Lady Gaga but she looks like Generation 1.
She does. I love that Lady Gaga doll. She's so beautiful.
She's so good. She's so beautiful. But other than her, the only one that I would get is the Ghostbusters Frankie. That was an SDCC doll. I don't know if you've seen her.
I have to see a picture. I don't remember off the top of my
Okay,
head. But
she's
yeah.
wearing like a Ghostbusters outfit with the backpack and stuff, and
That's
the
so
box is all
cute.
Ghostbusters. It was for like SDCC 2016, but she's a Generation 2 doll, but she's so pretty.
Oh
But
my gosh. She
Yeah.
sounds like she's really cute.
she is.
Oh yeah, and I just love Generation 3 too. Like I also love the
Yeah.
inclusivity of Generation 3. Like we have Frankie, they them, like we have just different types of personalities, and
And body
body
types and
types.
everything.
Yes, yes. One of my favorite Monster High characters is Caddy Noir. And I just love her G3 version. Like, oh my, she got so much hate, but I love her. Like, I love her.
She's
I feel like she
gorgeous.
represents so many women, like so many women. And
She does.
I love that she's a pop star and she's still popular and she's still like this really lovable character that she was in G1. And she's still that way in G3. And I love Caddy. Like, she's one of my favorites. I have so many of her dolls too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Caddy's awesome. I do prefer Generation 3 Caddy over Generation 1 Caddy. I love both, but I prefer Generation 3 over
I love her.
Generation
I
1.
love Generation 3 more too. Like she's just so cute. Her little face, like she's so cute. I have so
She
many of her
is.
dolls. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's so gorgeous.
Aw. Val, we're running out of time, so before I let you go, I want to ask you a question.
What?
What advice do you give to someone who's starting a collection now? They don't have any dolls. They're looking to get started. Or if you could look back at Val when Val started collecting dolls for real, if you could look back, what would you tell her? Or an advice to anybody starting out?
I would say first of all, look at your budget. Like how much can you spend on a doll? Um, and I would take a look at like what doll line really like speaks to you, like that you're just like this is me. Like say if it's Monster High Generation 3, then okay, we could start there. And then what type of person are you? Do you like to change your doll's clothes a lot? Then I would recommend Sculptimate Secrets, because they come with different outfits, or like a Bratz doll that comes with a second outfit, and stuff like that. So I think that's really important. But overall, like don't overwhelm yourself. Make sure that you stick to your budget and don't give in to FOMO and always do your research before buying on eBay because sometimes sellers will charge you an arm and a leg for a doll that's not worth that you can get so much cheaper. So always do your research on the specific doll that you want. Like say it's a doll from your childhood, like and you're looking for a good deal, like go on eBay and look at what sold and what she sold for and like go by that price. Don't go by like whatever they're saying and a lot of the times they'll put rare on just every doll and it's not.
Just because you put rare on it doesn't mean the doll is rare, please.
So that's what I would give. That's the advice I would give. And start off one doll at a time. Just get yourself one doll that you really like, enjoy her, like play with her. That's what I did with my Ariel. She was the only doll I had for a while. And then I started adding to my collection, and that's the advice that I would give.
Amazing advice there, Val. You are such an inspiration. You are such a beacon. I really, really hope everyone gets to know you and love you the way I know you and love you. You're so loved. You are so blessed. Thank you so much for being here.
Hold on, Matt. I got a little surprise for you.
Oh,
It's really fun, and I want you to participate. It's really quick. It's not going to take up too much time.
no, yeah, go for it.
Monster High
Wait.
trivia.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, hold on. I have the questions here. They're not that hard. I figure you're going to pass. And each question is worth $2.50. There's 10 questions in total. So if you get them all right, I will cash up you $25 at the end of this week.
What?
Since you're
Wait,
a birthday boy.
Stop.
No, yes.
Val, stop. Okay.
It's gonna be really quick. It's really quick. It's 10 questions.
No, please.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So, number one, what year did Monster High first launch? Was it A, 2009, B, 2010, C, 2013, or D, 2020?
Officially 2010.
Yes, you got it right. Okay, so $2.50 for Monster High. Matt Monster High. Okay.
For Matt Monster.
We're gonna see how Monster High is Matt Monster High. Okay, the next one. Who is the creator of Monster High? Is it A, Bill Greening, B, Bob Mackey,
Garrett Sander.
C, Garrett Sander, or D, Carter Bryant? And yes, you got it right.
And it shocked 0 people.
Okay, question number 3. So you already, look at you, already winning $5.
$5.
Number 3, which Monster High creator is a famous pop star? Is it Frankie Stain, Caddy Noir, Claudine, or Cleo Denial?
I'm just kidding. Caddy Noir.
Oh, these are so easy for you. Okay, number 4. What city does Monster High take place in? Is it A, New Salem, B, Gotham, C, New York, or D, Derry?
New Salem.
New Salem. Yeah, there you go. Yay, you got it right. And then number 5. So which collector is based on a very popular movie / novel with a main character named Beverly? Is it A, Megan, B, Pennywise, C, the Grady twins, or D, Chucky and Tiffany?
Pennywise.
You got it right. Okay, so this is a true or false question. Abby Abominable is a zombie monster.
False.
False. Yay! You got it right. She's what? She's a Yeti.
She's a Yeti.
And then the other one is a true or false question too. 7. So Draculaura is the best-selling Monster High character. True or false?
True.
True. Yes, we love Draculaura. Okay. Question number 8. In which Monster High movie does Draculaura fall in love with her ex-boyfriend who invented Valentine's Day? Is it 13 Wishes, B, Ghouls Rule, C, Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love, or D, Freaky Fusion?
Why do ghouls fall in love?
Yes. Perfect. You're acing this. Okay. Number 9. Who was the very first Monster High fan club vote doll? Was it Julia Yelps, B, Jennifer Long, C, Rochelle Goyle, or D, Caddy Noir?
My girl Rochelle Goyle.
Yay! Oh my god! Okay, last question, and you should know this one. Who is Twyla's closest friend? Is it A, Cleo Denial, B, Holleen Wolf, C, Frankenstein, or D, Rebecca?
Howleen Wolf.
You got them all right! So I got a cash app. Send me your cash app.
The easiest $25 of my life.
Yay! I'm so happy. I knew you would pass. I'm like, he's gonna pass these with flying fucking colors. Like,
Wait, that was so amazing. Wait, I'm so happy.
yay! So I'll have that to you by the end of the week. Send me your cash app.
Yes. Oh, Val. Thank you so much.
Yay! I'm so
cry.
happy. I knew you would get them. I
love that. Well, y'all, I was not expecting that. That was such a good surprise. I know she said she had something, and I was like, what is she gonna do? What are we having
I
here?
know. I was like, a trivia would be so much fun, and I know that he'll pass them.
Imagine if I didn't.
Then you can't be Matt Monster High.
Fraud. Take that name back.
We're revoking your card.
I can't.
Yay!
Well, Val, thank you so much for being here again. You're amazing.
You're
The fact that you took the time.
No, thank you for having me. I was so excited to come on here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, we have to do this again. And y'all, if you don't follow Val, go follow the Plastic Critic on all social media platforms. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. And we made it to the Q&A. I hope you guys liked my conversation with Val. I was not expecting that trivia moment at the end. That caught me totally off guard, and I was just like so excited. So Val, thank you so much. You literally made my day. That was so funny. It was so funny. I just absolutely loved it. And for our Q&A, I'm gonna start with Garden of Eden because again, he sent me so many good questions. Let's go ahead and start with those. What is your opinion on people who sell dolls for a higher price only because of financial reasons? If they're going through a hardship and, let's say a doll is like selling for $800, obviously they're going to sell that doll for $800. They didn't start that trend. It is what it is at that point. And I do feel like, if you paid retail price for a doll, why not? But it's not my place to say if it's right or wrong because I'm not in that position of like, maybe I would do that if I was in their shoes. Like, also, one point that I want to make is that if the person you're selling that doll to is another collector, they're going to cherish the doll, they're going to keep the doll and whatnot. Right. I think you should charge them at least how much you paid for the doll, obviously, because you're not going to lose money. The problem is if you're listing a doll for $50 and she sells for $800, what if a reseller buys your $50 doll and resells her for $800? I would hate myself. So as long as I know the doll is going to another collector who will cherish, respect, and take care of that doll, I don't see why not. But I get the point of like, my Pennywise is worth that much, $1,000, whatever. I'm not going to sell her for way less. First of all, that's what I paid for her, so I need to make my money back. But also, I'm not going to charge less for only to a scalper go and buy my doll and resell it for like double the price. So no, thank you. Like, no, you're not going to take advantage of me like that. So I do understand both sides, but I feel like it goes like without saying. If you paid retail price for a doll, just sell it for a retail price. If it's to another collector that is an actual collector. Anyways, that's my point. Do you think people should have only 2 of the same doll or can they have more? I think it's fine to have more. Again, as long as you're not like buying them to resell them, I don't care. Like usually I would only buy 2 of the same doll if I really wanted to keep one in box, one out of box if it's a special doll that I really care about. If that makes sense, like Barbie and Frankie, I bought one to keep in box, one to take out of box. So like, I don't know, there are very like specific dolls, like the Mean Girls Bratz collaboration. Like Mean Girls is my favorite movie of all time. I can quote that movie line by line. I can recite it line by line. So I must have one to keep in box, one to take out of box. And so it's very few dolls that I do that to, but sometimes I do. But if you want to buy more just for your collection, I don't see why not. What are some characters you're hoping Monster High will turn into collectors? I think for me, the Scream movies, obviously, I always say that because it's my favorite movie of all time, my favorite horror franchise of all time. So who knows? What are some things you wish Mattel can do to improve their dolls? Just stop with the plastic everywhere. Just give us like metal. Just give us details. Like do whatever MGA is doing. Because no tea, no shade. Yeah, we need to compare them sometimes because MGA is giving like quality and details and attention to detail for the same price. So like, why are we not getting that with Mattel for collector dolls that are like way more expensive than the cheaper Playline Bratz dolls that have the same quality? Like, why is a $12 Bratz better quality than a $70 collector doll? Like, you know what I mean? If Monster High could do a collab with any artist, who would you want them to collab with and what would their monster be? Oh, they need to collab with Melody Martinez. I love her. She's one of my favorite artists. Her whole discography. So we could get like a Crybaby doll, a K through 12, and a Portals doll. Like we need a trilogy there. Now let's go ahead and answer to other people's questions. Cena, you're always here. Thank you so much for always being here. I have anxiety problems. If you ever had that, what's your suggestion to overcome this curse? I have anxiety and I used to take medication for the longest time. And I feel like the only way to overcome it is with medical help. Of course, you can do it on your own, but seeking medical help will always be the answer, at least to begin with, because that's what I did. I went through therapy. I took antidepressants and medication and stuff like that. And guess what? It's a struggle forever. Like you're not going to heal, unfortunately, but you can learn how to make it better, if that makes sense. But definitely medical help. Bunny Blanc, who's the prettiest original outfit Bratz doll? In my opinion, Yasmin. But again, I'm biased because I don't know. One of the reasons why Yasmin is my favorite is obviously because she has my features, and I feel like that's something that never got really represented in mainstream dolls. My friend Yasmin, her name was Yasmin, and she had Yasmin Bratz dolls, and I was like obsessed growing up. So Yasmin, definitely, my queen. Cinda Hayes, I love you, and Cinda Hayes is the creator of Hyde. What do you hope for Monster High Moonspell Magic? I think it has to eat. You know, I'm so tired of Mattel like giving us slops, and then so if you're gonna do something new, at least do something like, let's do amazing quality, like no one can talk trash about it kind of quality. That's what I'm hoping to begin with. Tofu in a box. Do you like any golden age Hollywood musicals, like Singing in the Rain as an example? I don't really. I don't mind them, but I don't have any that I'm like, yeah, I love that musical, like golden age musical. But great question. This one is anonymous. What do you think about the working conditions at Mattel's production? I saw a documentation about it, or a documentary about it, and the conditions are very bad. Also, there was a case about a baby bed, which was not safe, but Mattel's reaction was very not there. That's scandalous. I have no, I need to look it up. Girl, that's tea. That's actually tea. I need to look it up. Who is Black Foxy? What is your favorite part of a doll? Hair, face, screening, clothes, accessories? All the above, but mostly the hair. I am such a sucker for hair. And that's what I say all the time. Like, my least favorite thing in a doll is not even like the lack of articulation, is polypropylene hair. Give me a doll with no articulation and saran hair or nylon hair. I'll be happy. Like, some of the Bratz don't have articulation, but they have nylon hair and great clothes. So like, I feel like the hair, to me, the hair seals the deal, if that makes sense. Autumn Callan, my Draculaura sister. Fave Monster High Manster. Jackson. I love Jackson. I also love Holt Hyde, but I love Jackson in Generation 1. And then for Generation 3, my favorite is Deuce as of right now. But yeah. All right, the next one is anonymous. Not a question, but I think you're very Draculaura coded in life. Is she your fave? Love you. Oh, I love you too. I get that a lot. I think it's because I love black and pink. Those are my color combos of life. And like, I'm always wearing like something pink and something black, which is most of my wardrobe. I would say so. Like, she's the reason why I fell in love with Monster High. I got a Generation 3 Draculaura for my birthday, and that's when I fell in love with Monster High a few years ago. And if it wasn't for Draculaura, I wouldn't be here right now. And yes, she is one of my favorites. And you know, it's funny because I have a top 3, and like sometimes I gravitate towards other characters more often than others. Like, and like, I just love them all like equally. So like, sometimes I'm in my Draculaura era, sometimes I'm in my Frankie era, sometimes I'm in my Twyla era. Those are my top 3 favorite characters. And so I gravitate towards all those characters equally all the time. So yeah, sometimes they'll catch me saying like, oh my gosh, Frankie's my number 1, or like Draculaura is my number 1, Twyla's my number 1. They're all my number. Well, like, they're lined up in number 1. They're my top 3, but not in a specific order. Obviously, like, I gravitate towards Frankie as a character most times, but yeah, Draculaura is the reason why I'm here. But I would say like those 3 are my favorite characters of all time in every generation. So I can see that like I'm Draculaura coded, because I agree with that. I think I am too. And yeah. Love that. Rita RJ, who's your favorite Disney villain? Cruella de Vil. Obsessed. Monster High _H Collections. This podcast helps me relax. Honestly, keep preaching. Thank you so much. Any tips on budgeting for dolls? That's something I can give you a tip right now because I'm still working on it. That's not something I do, so I can't give you advice when I'm not following that myself, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite. But one thing that I'm trying to do, and I did that with Edward Scissorhands because I passed on it, is to only buy the dolls that I actually really, really want instead of the dolls that they're telling you to buy. So I think we can start from there. But other than that, I can't give you advice because I'd be very fake if I did, because I don't budget myself. But I should. Shannon, are there any doll brands you stock but don't buy? For me, it's LE Disney dolls. I would say the Disney dolls too. I'm always looking at them because I'm a Disney person. Like, I'm a Disney pass holder. I love Disney, but I don't buy them because I can't display them. I have a ton of Disney dolls, and they're all in a bin because I can't really display them right now. So I kind of like stock them, but I don't buy them. Swoop to doll. Hey Diva, what is your dream Monster High unreleased doll that you want to be released? I want the Cat's Eye dolls. I want the Cat's Eye collaboration. I need them. Adam One Sunk Own. If there was one Generation 3 doll design you would change, who would it be and how? I would change Generation 3 Toralei, because I liked Toralei with the bob. And like some of her dolls do have bob, but I don't get why they're giving her long hair like constantly. I feel like Toralei's look is mostly her bob. I don't know. That's my opinion though. Bunny Blanc, again, I love you. Who's your favorite in the Bratz Princess line besides Yasmin? The fact that you know that I'm going to say Yasmin no matter what, but I'll say Chloe. So my two favorite Bratz characters are Yasmin and Chloe. I also love Sasha. She's right up there for me, but mostly like Yasmin and Chloe, they're my like favorite like duo. So I would say Chloe. So Yasmin and Chloe. Maven's dolls. Other than dolls, is there a piece of Monster High merch you wish they brought back or new ideas? Oh yeah. Please, the eye coffin. I want the eye coffin, but I don't want a new one, a G3 eye coffin. I want the Generation 1 like flip eye coffin, please. I want that back so bad. Maven's Dolls also asks, with Universal doing a Monster High movie, would you want it to be a musical or more plot driven? Plot driven, please. I love musicals, but like I hope they don't go that route. I just want like a spooky movie. I don't want it to be like super PG like kids. Like I want it to be like something more like young adults kind of vibes, like Twilight, or like, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of vibe, or like even like the same route as like Wednesday, the Netflix show, like something like that, in my opinion. Something more grown up, but still like PG friendly, but not like for kids like the Nickelodeon live action kind of thing, if that makes sense. And then last question by Maven's Dolls. What's a favorite memory of meeting a fellow doll collector friend in real life? The most special one is meeting Kevin at Disney World. I was doing some shopping, and then this guy approaches me and he's like, "Can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you met Monster High?" I was like, "Yes." And I kind of like recognized him from Instagram too. Like we talked in the past, like DMs and stuff. He's like, "Oh my God, I love your videos. Can we take a photo together? Can I give you a hug?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, yes, you can." And oh my God, I remember you. Like, and that was so fantastic. That was like, it was so beautiful. And oh my God, I'll cherish that moment forever. Kevin, if you're seeing this, I love you. You're a real one. You are, oh my God, yes. And it was just so iconic. It was just such a moment. And then I'll never forget that. So yeah, please, if you see me in public, approach me. I don't bite, and I actually love people. So I'll give you a hug and we can talk. And yes. And then Tofu in a Box, bestie. Can we talk about your music? How did you come up with your opening? So I've made music since I was a kid. My grandpa's a musician. He taught me how to play guitar, and I pursued music for so long until I realized that the music industry sucks. It's a lot of people trying to pull the rug beneath your feet, and I was not up for that. But yeah, I was doing well. I was performing at like Pride parades in Boston, and like, but it was always like very like in LGBTQIA plus events. So I also feel like there was not like a huge opening for queer people, which now every queer artist that makes it big in the music industry, I'm like, heck yeah, because I know you had to work extra hard, because girl, I was working harder than a lot of people in the Boston music scene, not getting booked as much. So yeah, if you're queer and you make it big in the music industry, good for you. You worked really hard. But yeah, this one is anonymous. Best thing that happened in your life. I will say that Monster High gave me purpose. So if you're meaning like something that like gave me light in life, I think Monster High, like, you know, and Bratz, like, I don't know, like dolls, they just keep me like. Puppy Dot Princess. Which one do you prefer personality wise? G1 Frankie or G3 Frankie? Oh, I like both. And I think they're kind of very similar, right? Like Frankie as a character, like they didn't really change much besides, you know, we have new pronouns, new identity, which I love and live for. But I will have to say Generation 3. just because they lean towards the acceptance a little more and the fact that, like, you know, Frankie's non-binary. Love both the same, but I would gravitate towards Generation 3 for that specific reason. The doll underscore collector. What made you start collecting dolls, and is there a special doll that made you start collecting? Yeah. So I actually started collecting with Barbie the movie. And it was the Margot Robbie Western Barbie doll. That was the first one that I bought from the Barbie line, and I was like obsessed. And then for Monster High, my friends Betty and Mars gave me for a few years ago, they gave me Draculaura for my birthday, Generation 3 Core 1, and then I instantly got obsessed with Monster High. So yeah. Autumn Callum sent me another question. Opinions on Fright's camera action. It's one of my favorite movies and people don't like it. I don't know why. I love Fright's camera action. I feel like people just hate on Draculaura. Anything that's like that highlights Draculaura, like they love the dolls, but like they don't really like the character. And I feel like it revolves around Draculaura a lot because of like the vampire heart and like all that kind of stuff. So it's like, I love Elizabeth. I love Honey Swamp. So that movie is just great. Claudia was amazing. I love that movie. I have all of the dolls. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. I'm right there with you. Aurelia Carosa. Hi, I'm from Italy. I need a Gil G3 doll. What do you think? I like Gil in Generation 3. I don't like him in Generation 1. So I could live with that. I would love that doll, actually. Nathaniel Niebuhr. First collector set. What horror movie character would make a great doll? I'm biased, but I always say I'll switch it up a little bit. Freddy Krueger. I want like a Freddy Krueger doll, like from Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, but make it high fashion and make it like great quality. I think that would eat. Mostly Me or Folk. What advice would you give to people who just started collecting Monster High? I love that question. I asked my friend Val the same question during our conversation, and I would say just buy what you want instead of buying what they're telling you to buy. And that's it. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This episode was way longer than the other episodes, but again, we had a special guest and it was so much fun. So thank you for watching if you made it this far, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below so we can discuss all the topics. And I'll see you guys next week for another very special episode. Thank you, Buku. Love ya.